Hey everybody, the oil guy here. Yeah, that's Ziggy's Cup. Hey, I am glad to be a part of your night, your day, your morning, whenever you get a chance to watch this. Certainly appreciate you dialing in. Excuse me, I'm Ziggy the Oil Guy from my kitchen in South Central Alabama, where it's hot. It's the beginning of October, and it's July 71st for us here. So hopefully the high 90s, low hundreds will go away as we continue into the fall. We're ready for some cooler weather. I hope you're finding it. We've heard from our friends up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan that they've already seen frost. And I guess that just means that winter's on the way. So special shout out to Tammy Gibson from Millbrook, Alabama, following the Oil Guy page. Frank Jarek, Iron River, Michigan. That's my dad. Your dad's got to follow you. You know, if you're doing this kind of stuff, it's great to have your dad paying attention to you. Hi, Dad. Here we go. Alicia Patterson out of Fredonia, Alabama. Neil Bow out of Stockton, Missouri. Here's one. I'm going to say this wrong, I'm sure it, because he's from Germany. Yes, the country of Germany. Matthias Grazer. I hope I got that right. From Germany, welcome. Rihanna Arnold from Wetumpka, Alabama. Amy Wolford had a baby in Montgomery, Alabama, and she's dialed in with us. Thank you, Amy, for being here. Congratulations on your new baby. And then my good friend Virginia Howard up in Sauk Rapids, Minnesota. Thanks for dialing with us. Look, over the last couple weeks, we've had great demand and lots of great feedback from everybody. Thank you so much. I got a nice letter from a longtime acquaintance of mine from Alaska, and thank you. Thank you for the great feedback. I certainly appreciate it. We've had 337 folks join us here just over the last week and a half, and all 5-star reviews, so I'm grateful for that as well. That doesn't mean go put in a 4-star review now, okay? But certainly if you would take a moment, let us know how we're doing. We'd love to hear from you. And be sure if you would join us on also our YouTube channel, The Oil Guy. So that being said, let's talk about oils. Yep. So I tend to use Young Living oils because they have a great seed to seal quality standard. I've used other oils. Okay, let me explain how this works to you. What I have found is that, you know, with a seed to seal quality standard, this bottle of orange, for example, made with close to 90 oranges to make that 15 milliliter bottle of oil. When you do that, I can take the same oil, and I may pay a little more for this premium oil here and whatever, but when I do that, I get a good quality. Now, I can pay less. Sure, there's cheaper, less expensive things out there, by all means, if you want to do that. But here's what we found. That they actually take, if you look at the labeling, and some of them will indicate that they have what's called a carrier oil. I can take 10 drops of this. This bottle holds about 280 drops or so, 230 drops somewhere. It's a lot, over 200 drops. Let's go with that, okay? Depending on how, and drops are about the same size. But I can take 10 drops of this, add it to a carrier oil in a bottle the same size, and when you open up the lid, it's going to smell the same. You think you're getting a better deal, but the quality, well, it's probably just not the same. What you may have bought was a lesser expensive oil like a coconut oil or an olive oil or a vegetable oil or something like that, and someone added a carrier oil, a scent to it, 10 drops or so, and they smell the same. You won't know the difference. I want the purest 100% therapeutic grade oil that I can get for all that I'm doing, which means I can use less. I may pay a little more for it, but I can use less of it. That being said, with Young Living oils also, they are great about converting homes over into being all chemical free. We are completely chemical free in our house I'm going to say for the most part. I'm sure there's a bottle of Windex around here. I have a hard time giving up my Windex. But that being said, having converted over, I don't go to the grocery store. I haven't been, shopping in Walmarts or anything like that for any of the basic household needs. I can't tell you the last time I bought something there other than, I don't know, something inexpensive that I might have needed, like a spatula or something like that. Just don't go there because most of my stuff I'm able to purchase from my own wholesale account, and actually over time have converted my home from what I was buying at the local retailers over into what I get here now into my own products. And because of the quality, they also last me longer. So I have no longer spent my money at the retail store. I've spent it for myself, and now I'm getting the longevity of it as well because of the quality. And it's fantastic. So with that, as you convert your homes over, you have some bonuses. And each month, particularly with Young Living, they give different tier levels. And I think some of the other companies that are out there that do some of that kind of stuff, I'm sure that's probably available. But with Young Living specifically, they give you something for just achieving those transitions in your home. This month is October, and we're going to talk about the products. I'm going to make some references to the Life Science Guide that I use. It's my essential oils desk reference, and we're going to talk about the reasons that we should use essential oils, or things that are benefits, I should say, of essential oils. The first one being nutmeg. You spend a certain level of dollars as you convert your homes over, you're going to get a bottle of nutmeg. It's a 5 milliliter bottle. This is the old label. I just found out that my girls were over visiting, and my good most recent bottles of the Vitality line nutmeg, which I was using to cook the other day, well, I think all my nutmeg is gone, and I'm going to have to wait until, well, guess what? My bonus oils get in, or reorder. That's fine. I'm coming over to their house to eat. I'm sure I'm going to get away with more than a bottle of nutmeg. But the nutmeg is great. Let's talk about the properties of nutmeg. So the other day I cooked with nutmeg and cinnamon bark, and it was fantastic. I threw it in with the apples. You guys got to see the product, the picture of the apples, I'm sure. And with those two, they turned out fantastic. Nutmeg, though, in itself is historically known as an anti-inflammatory, a liver protectant, helps increase the production of growth hormone, and it also helps increase the production of melatonin. Now, let's talk about melatonin for just a moment. Our bodies produce melatonin to help us get sleepy. What's that mean? So as we're younger, our bodies produce the melatonin. We sleep great, right? 13 through 30, we don't get up. We're not morning people. Of course, we probably stay up till 2 in the morning, but then we sleep till noon. But we sleep wonderfully. As we get to the age of 40 or older, we start getting into what's called sleep or age-induced insomnia. Our bodies start producing less and less melatonin. Therefore, we have to find a way to get it. We've probably all heard that melatonin is great, and it'll help you sleep. We have a product called ImmuPro that we use that also has melatonin in it. However, with nutmeg, you can use it, and the nutmeg will actually help stimulate melatonin production. So, nutmeg, why not? Let's try it. I throw it in my apples. However, nutmeg is also found in your holiday pumpkin pies, and maybe that's what it is. Eat a half a pumpkin pie to help you go to sleep. That's some turkey. I like a light. So, next incentive item this month that they're going to give you at the next tier, they're going to give you a 5 milliliter bottle of cinnamon bark and a 15 milliliter bottle of orange. Well, cinnamon bark has been known over the years in essential oils as an antibacterial, a stomach protectant, and it's great in your apples. Orange is rich in limonene. Limonene, well, it's one of those things that works towards sickness and helps combat tumor growth, insomnia. It'll help you overcome insomnia, and as a relaxant. So I did believe, and I'm going to refer, just so I don't tell you wrong, as we jump back over to the orange page here, because it's really important that we don't give information out. When we're talking about essential oils, you're not a doctor, I'm not a doctor, a medical doctor, and so we don't want to be giving out bad information, right? But it's okay to look in your reference guide. Life Science makes this great it's a desk reference essential oils book, okay? And we can refer to this. And other than the fact that orange smells good, again, right here it talks about use for hypertension. They actually throw out the C word. That's right, uses for cancer, insomnia, complexion, dull and oily, fluid retention, and wrinkles, things like that. So I'll tell you what, it's a good read. I'm not telling you this. I'm reading it right out of the Life Science Essential Oils desk reference. you might want to look into getting one of those so you know what else is available and what some of the benefits are to these natural products that are out there on the market. Hitting the next level, you're looking at Life 9. Life 9 is great for the immune system. Earlier today from the Young Living Training Center, the video is posted about Life 9. I recommend that you go back into our page, click on the link to that video, and hear it right from the guys there at Young Living. They'll tell you about this. But Life 9, strongly known for its promotion of your immune system. And as we're in that October cold and flu time, now's the time to jump in on that. When we hit the next level, now we're going to start talking about cedarwood and bergamot. Now I have a 15 milliliter bottle of bergamot. Young Living is going to send out a 5 milliliter bottle of bergamot. I have a bigger use for it, so I personally have the larger bottle. I'm sure we'll probably have a 5 milliliter bottle before the end of the month, though. But it is great. Bergamot's great for anxiety, mood lifting, agitation, and calming. But you know, I really wanted to share this with you here. Bergamot here, right out of my guide. Christopher Columbus is believed to have brought bergamot to Bergamo in northern Italy from the Canary Islands. A mainstay in traditional Italian medicine, bergamot has been used in the Middle East for hundreds of years for skin conditions associated with oily complexion. Bergamot is responsible for the distinctive flavor of the renowned tea, get this, Earl Grey. That's right. And it was used in a first genuine eau de cologne. I'll tell you, bergamot actually does smell really good. It's a great one to diffuse just to smell it. And wow, that's, you know, why didn't we ever do this or talk about this before? Well, I'm sorry, we'll do a better job, and I'll cover more of these oils. There's hundreds of them. We've got a long ways to go. The next one that you're going to get, though, with that was the cedarwood. The cedarwood is actually one that I really like because it's great for skin and acne, eczema, also helps prevent hair loss. No, I didn't use it in time, just to say. I did not. And now that it's gone, cedarwood's not going to help me, okay? But also, I have sent it out to folks where they've requested it because they use it to manage ADHD, diffusing it in the rooms and helping do that. That's pretty awesome. So that's going to come at the next level. Okay, last one, and one of my favorites. I travel a lot. I fly in jets, I'm in an airplane, I'm in an air-conditioned environment, and a lot of times the air is dry, and I notice after traveling a bunch that my skin gets dry in a couple key areas here on my face, across here, on my cheeks, and across my forehead, for whatever reason. I'm a big fan of frankincense, being a biblical oil, by the way, goes back to the 16th century BC, rather, and I use it on my forehead and love it, absolutely love it. I've seen great results with it, but it's also a great muscle relaxing oil. It's an anti-inflammatory and an immune stimulating thing. And I've also seen with frankincense, the C word, it helps with that whole cancer thing. Now, how? Well, let's take a read here and see what it says. Also known as olibanum, the name frankincense is derived from the medieval French word for real incense. Frankincense is considered the holy anointing oil in the Middle East and has been used in religious ceremonies for thousands of years. Well known during the time of Christ for its anointing and healing powers, and was one of the gifts given to Christ at his birth. Frankincense and myrrh. Used to treat every conceivable ill known to man, frankincense was valued more than gold during ancient times, and only those with great wealth and abundance possessed it. Now you too can have frankincense. It's mentioned to be one of the oldest known medical records, dating back to from the 16th century BC, and an ancient Egyptian list of 877 prescriptions and recipes included frankincense. Medical properties: anti-tumoral, immunostimulant, antidepressant, muscle relaxant. It's used for depression, cancer, respiratory infections, inflammation, immune stimulating, and it increases and promotes meditation, improves attitude, and uplifts spirits from just the smell of it alone. So that is right out of our essential oil guide here again by Life Science. I love this. It gives me lots of great references so that I can see what it is that I'm actually using, and it gives me good cross references for stuff if I myself can't pull it quickly off the top of my head. I always go to my references, and I never ever try to quote anything as a prescription or replacement for medical, Western medical science and stuff like that, and always encourage you to consult with your physician, your MD, before you take on any type of treatments, because we just don't want to get into that, cross that line. Okay, so use caution, use care, use it for what it is. Frankincense, I will tell you, is great for my skin. I've used it, and thank you very much for taking a moment for me to kind of explain that. I also want to thank you all for taking a moment to talk about everything else here. I've got my diffuser going. Tonight it's Young Living's Pan Away and Stress Away. You put the two together, it smells like root beer. As we go into 6th season, don't forget to diffuse your thieves, and we'll talk about how the name Thieves came to the essential oil world and where it originated in one of our upcoming videos. Again, for teachers that are out there, if you're allowed to have this kind of stuff in your classrooms, you can do this. But for everybody at home, I certainly recommend you start turning on the Thieves. We're starting to see that sick and flu season coming around, and that will help control the bacteria and the viral stuff in the air. By gosh, I wish I could say the smell of root beer did the same, but might have to mix in some Thieves with that as well. I'm Ziggy the Oil Guy. I've enjoyed the time with you guys tonight. It's been a short 16 or 17 minutes on this video, a little longer than we normally go, but thank you for taking some time out of your day to visit here. Again, special thank you to everybody who's been joining us here on the Oil Guy page. Obviously, I couldn't name everybody. We're into the hundreds, coming up on the thousands. Well, we're on our way. Thanks for following me here. I'm Ziggy the Oil Guy. You can also follow us here soon on the oilguy.club, the website, and also on YouTube. Again, don't drink out of my cup. I look forward to seeing pictures of your favorite cup. You can post them below, and be sure to share a video and like the page. Thanks a lot for being a part of our lives here at the Oil Guy, and have a great October, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.